I know what it's like. Almost go crazy with nothing to do. Anyhow, tattoos were all the rage. We used to nick needles from sewing baskets. We'd use anything we could find. Indian ink, mascara, anything. Everyone was doing it.
Yeah, well, you could have said no.
Are you kidding? One girl did, and they made her life hell. They reckoned she was chicken. No way. Anyway, I got me first one done. Didn't think much of it. But, you know, after about me third one, I guess I sort of became proud of them. I wanted to have more than anyone else. God, how could I have been so bloody silly?
Well, there must be something we can do. I mean, have you thought of plastic surgery?
Yeah, I've tried. Scars are worse than the tattoos. It's no use. Either way, I can't win. But it's worse knowing it's my own bloody stupid fault.
There's nothing in there. Look, come on, you lot. No idea. There's plenty of stuff grumbling to sooner all of this will be over.
What about our tucker, Mrs. Powell? The bell's already gone.
Okay.
Nothing. Why don't you tell us what you're looking for, then we could all lend you a hand?
Shut up.
Yeah, maybe we should join you some that.
Listen, there would be no thank you. What's up with Maxine?
You ought to know. Yeah? You gave her the bloody stuff, yeah?
Bloody Ryan, you told me that joint was for Lizzie.
It's not my fault she didn't want to smoke it.
So you couldn't wait, eh? It's all your fault they're ripping themselves apart. I thought I could smell dope when I was cleaning the corridors, but I didn't think anybody could be that bloody stupid.
Well, I tried to get rid of...
Save it. I don't want to know. You should think yourself lucky that I've got that stuff stashed away in a safe place where the screws can't find it. But you'd better be hoping that they don't find the stuff or get onto my little racket, because you're going to be history.
Hurry up, Martin. It's only 20 minutes before the work bell.
Oh, God, Mrs. M, I was looking forward to seconds. I'm bloody starving.
All right, Lizzie, but don't give yourself indigestion.
Well, I've got to keep my strength up.
You reckon they'd give us a proper lunch break? Wasn't our fault we were late. Probably cheesed off because they didn't find anything.
Yeah, but they could have. That stupid little bitch Daniels could have crewed a pitch for everyone if they'd caught us stoned.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah, well, I'm not taking any more chances. Either they do it my way or they can go jump. I'll keep the grass to myself. Got it?
Sure, Nola. I'll move it, Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Now, where have you been, Daniels?
Well, I had to go to the toot, Mrs. M. Didn't have time after work.
Well, hurry up.
Hey, Babs. I'm starving. Is that all?
Yeah. Nola's threatened to cut up our supply of dope because of you. You want more? Go see her.
Oh, gee, Lizzie. I reckon everyone's real crooked on me.
Well, what do you expect?
Why didn't you smoke it in your cell like Nola said? She didn't just say it for fun.
Yeah, there's one thing having dope around, but another flashing it around every minute of the night and day. And it's not just you who gets into trouble, it's all of us. No wonder everybody's bloody crook on you.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't think, that's all.
Yeah, that is your trouble. You never do.
And you made a thorough search of the recreation area as well?
Yes, and we didn't find a thing.
Well, do you think Ferguson had time to warn Mackenzie or perhaps pass a message to one of the other women?
Oh, no. I doubt that. Well, even if she had, Mackenzie wouldn't have had time to hide anything. We collected her straight from work for the search.
Well, there's always the possibility that Mackenzie is not involved.
She is the most likely candidate to be running a drug racket. And she received that parcel. Obviously, she just found herself a very good hiding place, which we haven't uncovered yet. Well, Mrs. Davidson, we know she's been trading with the women in the past. I would say she's got plenty of stock stashed away, and that the dope is with that.
Which brings us right back to where we started. Well, we'll have to find it. Otherwise, Mackenzie is going to get overconfident and start importing drugs of a much more serious nature.
Yeah, it's got me worried as well.
You know, it's ironic. But for all her faults, when Smith was here, At least there was some control over the drug problem.
True.
Well, how did it go?
Terrific.
Come on, Dobson. I'll take you through.
What on earth happened? I thought it was all settled.
Well, it was, but Fredericks was sick and she had to deal with a guy that I'd never even met.
Oh, dear. And he wasn't impressed?
Huh. He's impressed with Lainey, sure, but not with her tattoos.
It really amazes me how easily people are influenced by something like this.
Yeah, I know, and it's what's inside that counts. I mean, that poor kid will never get a job unless she can get rid of them.
That's more easily said than done. She's so many of them.
Well, there must be something. Mrs. Davidson in?
Yes, but she's with Mrs. Powell at the moment.
That's okay. I'll wait.
Perhaps you'd like to try this one. It's not silk, but it is the colour you wanted.
Miss Burns, could you spare a moment, please?
Oh, there's a fitting room over there. I'll be with you in a moment.
Thank you.
Yes, Mrs. Dennis.
Doreen, this is Deirdre Macon. She's joining us as a salesgirl.
Salesgirl? Oh, well, you're going to have an easy life. We're not exactly run off our feet.
When the sales begin, we'll need all the staff we can get.
Whatever you think. Nice to meet you, Deirdre.
Yes, same here, Doreen. I'll come to you if I need a hand.
Oh, sure. Well, I better get back to my customer. Well, how was that?
No good. It was a bit big.
Oh, never mind.
Just arrived. There's been no sighting of the subject yet. No, not Burns, Smith. If she's going to show, it'll probably be during the lunch hour rush. Yes, will do.
Well, I do appreciate the problem, Judy, but I don't quite see how the department fits into all this.
Look, Mrs. Davidson, we've always been told that the department are more interested in rehabilitation than in punishment, right?
Yes.
Well, there are dozens of girls, just like Lainey Dobson, who would love to be rehabilitated, but they haven't got a hope in hell because the tattooing has scarred them mentally and physically.
I agree with you, Judy, but I do think it's unreasonable to expect the department to foot the bill for the removing of the tattoos. After all, it is not their responsibility.
That's just my point. It is their responsibility. If you take Lainey Dobson as an example, okay, she fell victim to tattooing while she was in an institution. Now, the department may not have condoned that, but they sure as hell did nothing to prevent it. Now, if Lainey hadn't been in that institution, she might not have been pressured into having those tattoos, and she wouldn't have the problems she has today. I mean, morally, at least, the department must take some responsibility.
You know, Judy, I think you've missed your vocation. You really would have made an excellent saleswoman.
Well, do you agree?
Well, how could I resist after you putting forward such a convincing argument? I'll speak to Mr. Douglas and tell him your views, but perhaps not quite so eloquently.
Well, do you think they'll do something about it?
I said I'd speak to him, Judy, but after that it is in his hands. Quite frankly, I'm not very hopeful of our being successful.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's no harm in trying, is there?
Oh, hello. How are you feeling?
Oh, not too bad. I take all the pills the doctor's given me. I'll rattle when I walk.
Well, I'm certainly very glad to see you. Would you hold the fork while I dashed out of the kitchen and grab a sandwich? I am starving.
Well, so soon after lunch.
Well, that's just the point. With this cell search that Colleen organised through the lunch hour, there wasn't time to eat. I wouldn't have minded if there'd been any point to it, but there
Cell
wasn't.
search?
Yes. Apparently there's grass in the prison. Or so Mrs. Davidson thinks. She and Colleen smelled it this morning, but we didn't find anything. You know, I don't know why they didn't search for it when they first detected it instead of giving the women time to hide the stuff.
Oh, neither do I.
Oh, as if we haven't got enough to do. At least they could have done it while you were still here. Give us an extra pair of hands. Oh, I don't understand their logic.
Oh, nor do I.
I want to talk to you, Mackenzie. What? Right. Where is it? I don't know what you're on about. You've got dope in here. And the governor and Powell know about it. And what's more, they think I'm in on it. So I want a little bit of compensation. You're out of your tree. $50, Mackenzie. I reckon you're running a fever, Miss Ferguson.
Don't push me, Mackenzie. Now, I don't know how you got that stuff in here or where or when, and I don't want to know either. But it's only a matter of time before you get caught. So you're